work. Awesome. Awesome.
I was trying to practice taking out serger threads.
Yeah.
It seemed fun. I thought you said you removed just the right needle, right? Right needle thread?
Are you going to do this on camera?
I
Because
could.
if so, then you need to move a ton of stuff.
I could do it. Because I learned something new today, which is always exciting. Yeah, this is what the side I was taking it.
Oh, we're live now? Yeah.
Yeah, we're alive. I
Okay.
turned us on.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to Friday at my sewing room. I'm Leah.
I'm Chelsea.
And we're here to show you another serger thing.
How to take apart all your lovely hard work.
Sometimes serging doesn't go perfectly, so it's necessary.
Probably shouldn't use that green one because it's hard to see. This one would be easy to see. Or maybe on here.
That's actually the combo stitch from
not
the
that one.
cover stitch and serger together.
This one would be easy to see because I need to take out that green one.
Yeah. So our first little thing we're going to show you is how to take out a 4-thread seam. You do it on there.
Yeah,
It's
this
a
one.
little bit harder to see because it's
I could show both.
yeah. So taking out serger stitching is not hard if you do it the right way. It's very challenging if you do it the wrong way. If you try and take the looper threads off, so the blue fabric in Chelsea's hand, looper threads in a serger stitch are the ones that wrap over the edge of a fabric. So it's the pink on the back and the blue on the top.
Maybe I'll turn this guy a little bit.
Maybe a little twisty there.
Yeah, I'm just going to make it a little straighter.
And this isn't a 4-thread serge. This is how you would take it out.
There we go.
So if you want to take out your serging, the magic trick is to not cut your looper threads.
Not that. And not that.
Yeah. If you start cutting looper threads, it's going to take you hours and hours and hours and hours to take out your serging.
We don't want that.
And you will swear a whole bunch. So the magic trick is to take out your needle threads first, and I would start with the right needle thread, which is the one closer to the edge of your fabric. And I'd start up at the end, not in the middle.
Okay.
And I might just cut off all that excess hanging off on there. So you have less weird threads to watch for. And then you can start wiggling that right needle thread out.
Can I just cut this chunk out?
Maybe.
Just gonna do that because we were doing outside corners.
We were turning corners with that piece, yes.
So I'm going to start with the right needle, which it's the green thread on this one.
You should be able to lift. You don't need to cut it. You just need to wiggle it out enough that you've got some thread to hang on to.
Oh, there we go.
And needle threads in a serge stitch just go up and down. They don't go back and forth.
So I can yank this out?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's tied in at the bottom end. I'm going to cut the bottom end.
Yeah.
Just because we were turning corners.
Oh, you cut the fabric right off.
I sure did. I
would have just cut the thread off.
Yeah. I went
You're
right
an
for
animal.
it. This is a sample.
It is a sample.
Oh, that was fun. Okay,
So
what's next?
So that right needle is out. The next thread to come out is your left needle thread, and it's doing the same thing of just going up and down. But it's holding the end of your looper threads in place, and the looper threads are going back and forth like a winding sea serpent. Sidewinder?
Could be like a sidewinder sea serpent.
So
Well,
after you take the left needle thread out, the looper threads just fall off your fabric.
that fell right off.
Yeah.
So now I can try this one.
Yeah. So usually when you're serging, you're going to start with all 4 threads the same color. You're doing a 4-thread stitch, but it's the same principle of needle thread out. Right needle thread out first, left needle thread out, and then your loopers fall off. And it's important that you're finding these needle threads from the top side of the stitch, because on the back side they're just a dot.
Yeah, that'd be very hard from this side.
Yeah.
So I might clip out this little chunk at
Don't
the
cut
end.
the fabric, just cut the thread.
I'm just doing the thread this time.
It's usually if you're taking serging out, it's because you need to sew it back together.
This one has some stabilizers, so it's a little harder to pull.
But not impossible, right?
No, not impossible.
So right needle thread out. If you're just working with a 3-thread serge, this is essentially where you would start, is just taking your needle thread out.
Oops, cut that one. That's okay.
And this is when they're all the same color. It's a little harder to see that you've got the right thread chosen. But if you start pulling on looper threads with that needle thread still in there, it's just going to tie itself into a tight little knot.
Kind of really satisfying. There we go. And then, for the magic trick.
Looper threads off.
That was fun.
Right?
Fastest serging removing I've ever done, I think.
Yes.
That was excellent.
And you didn't swear at all.
No 4-letter words allowed in now.
Serging removal.
No,
No.
because it's not that hard.
Yeah, so we had our second day of our serger new owners class today, and it was a really fun day.
It was awesome.
We tried some blind hemming, we tried some piping.
Yep.
Nope. Did anybody try piping?
Yes, Nora did.
Yep. We did some cover stitch.
We sure did.
So that might be the next thing to talk about is differences between sergers and cover stitch.
Okay.
So a serger has a knife in it and will cut your fabric as you go.
Yep.
And you can only stitch essentially at the edge unless you're doing a technique where you fold the fabric to give it a new edge. But almost everybody, almost all the time, is wearing something that is serged. And that would be the seam. Oh, we don't have to show in the inside of our shirts. We could just show the inside.
No, we can use this one.
We can do the inside of this one.
Do you want to do close up?
Sure. So if you go to that inside seam up there, grab all the mucky thread bits.
Oh, we don't want those attached to the shirt?
Not really. Then I'll go home and go back into my laundry. Which doesn't sound ideal.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So the serging is a stitch that holds the side seams of lots of your garments together. And it's usually matches your fabric kind of close-ish or done with a neutral thread. And then a cover stitch, if you go down to the hem on this, that is 2 threads that look parallel on the outside and have what looks to be serging in behind, but that is actually not serging, it's a cover stitch. So it's a different mechanical setup. There's standalone cover stitch machines and there's combo machines that have serging and cover stitch both built into them. So we talked about both of those options today. But cover stitch is an inherently stretchy stitch. So if you're needing to do something like slide a swimsuit up over your bum and have it stay up after you pull it up and not pop stitches, a cover stitch would give you a stretchy finish.
Or even on your yoga pants, when you're hemming your yoga pants.
Yep.
And you need to put your foot through the tiny hole.
Yes.
You need it to stretch.
Yes. And then the hem on the neckline there is actually done with a chain stitch, which is a cover stitch stitch.
It looks very tidy.
Yeah.
I like how wide this neckline is.
Yeah. Should we say what this top is?
We should probably say what this top is. We should go to front. I didn't push it. My arm wasn't long enough.
It's okay. So this little top is called the dolman sleeve top, and there's not actually a pattern for this.
Nope.
But we're running it as a class in August 3rd. I'm gonna have these dates.
That's the right number.
That is the right number.
We do have a calendar right there too.
Okay.
I left it open for us.
Perfect.
It's thinking about it.
Yes. We're also streaming to 2 places, so
Yep.
it takes a moment.
Takes some power.
So we're going to be running this as a class, which if you've never made a garment before, no pattern reading skills required because there isn't a pattern.
Nope.
It's a non-pattern. Negative pattern? I haven't really figured out the right terminology yet.
Yeah, it's a lay me down, cut around, this swoopy arc.
Yeah, but we'll figure out the arc that's going to fit you best. So we'll take the same kind of negative pattern piece and place it differently depending who you are.
Yeah.
But it will be a chance for you guys to try serging and cover stitching. If you've never tried those things before, the way we're going to run class is class fee will include fabric so that you're not attached to this great, fantastic knit. So if you don't absolutely love the fit at the end, it's either a jammy shirt or a gardening shirt.
Or sitting at home sewing and I want to be comfy shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy. This is one I made for my daughter.
It turned out so cute.
And she's asked for more. Like way more. I don't know how many more. But
you might be sewing for a bit.
Once you understand the concept, it goes together super quick and easy. And very, very comfy. So you don't necessarily need to own a serger or cover stitch to attend class because we'll have machines set up in store. We'll just have to share some of them. But that class is running August 3rd.
August 3rd.
If you'd like to sign up. So Dolman sleeve top, very interesting. And then you'll know some seam finishes for when you go to make a real pattern.
Yeah.
With more fitting, because you're not...
Because there's two different hems.
Yeah, we can do either a blind hem. On mine, I have a blind hem finish on my sleeve and a cover stitch hem on my waistline.
Cool.
And then this one has chain stitch and cover stitch. I didn't feel like blind hemming when I did this one. I wasn't in the mood.
You know, do what works for you, right?
Yeah. So that's crazy class with no pattern, but a really solid supply list and a come hangout that is scheduled for August 3rd. Next class up that also has to do with serging, which we launched these today because we had new serger class running.
We sure did.
This is the Tabitha Tote serger class. Sample for it.
Cute.
It's made entirely on a serger and a cover stitch. So if you have just a serger in your arsenal, we'll have cover stitches set up in store so you can give it a try. There's some cover stitching in here in the center of the bag, and then some really funky serger seams. So this is flat lock one way, flat lock another way, and then there's some piping.
And you use some really cool threads.
Yeah.
It's not your traditional serger thread, right?
Yeah. So you can do decorative pretty things with sergers as well as like that functional 4-thread seam.
That's cool.
So that's chain stitch and cover stitch, flat lock on a serger.
It looks cool. And you inserted a ribbon into these two.
Yeah. Did that after it was serged.
And piping.
Piping on the serger. And then the handle that is also a flat lock.
Beautiful.
And then giant serger chain tassel, which was really fun to make.
How much chain did you make again?
I don't know, like 15 meters. I just sewed for like half an hour straight.
So long.
Because it's a short little stitch.
Yeah.
So I just like serged and measured eventually. I was like, oh, I need a little bit more. And then I think I ended up with way more than I needed.
Did you just run this off to the floor or into a bucket? Or?
I totally ran it off onto the floor.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I could have been more organized, but I wasn't.
That's okay. It turned out really nice.
So it was just fun to make the tassel.
I believe it.
It was fun enough making the tassel that my son asked me to make him a tassel, and he came and picked thread, and then we got started, but he got bored.
Once we know how to do this, we could totally decorate our luggage with this.
We could put tassels on everything. And if you use thinner thread, you'd have a smaller chain on your tassel.
Yeah, so you used, was this 12 weight?
It's a 12 weight in there, yeah.
12 weight?
Yeah.
So, like a spaghetti?
Yep.
Or a glamour?
Yeah.
From Wonderfil?
Yeah.
Or you could use the Razzle 12 weight?
Yeah.
Fantastic. This is cool.
Right?
It's cool. I think I would do this color. Silver glamour.
That seems like you.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With maybe some teal spaghetti.
Nice. That'd be fantastic.
It would be so fun. I might have to make one of these.
So this class is running August 17th and 18th over 2 days to give you lots of time to learn the techniques and try the different things. So the Tabitha Tote is an actual pattern. We have the actual pattern in stock.
Yep. We sure do.
Unless my class cleared us out today.
I definitely saw at least 2 of those.
Yeah.
Leaving the store today.
So couple people I know picked up the pattern, but we'll have more on order. And the class is running August 17th and 18th. Totally fun, totally doable. You don't necessarily have to take class if you don't want to, but the pattern is written for sergers.
It sure is.
Which is great.
Can I show this one on close up?
Yep.
Because it's little picture?
Yeah. Class running June 22nd. We've got a watermelon, patchwork watermelon table runner class.
I can't wait for this class.
Right? It'll be fun.
How many ways can you think to applique?
More than one.
There is definitely more than one.
Yeah. So this particular class, really great price on it. We have kits made.
We sure do.
With the pattern included and fabric all picked. Because you need a bunch of like red scraps or reddy pink scraps.
Not everyone has a bunch of reddy pink scraps hanging out.
Yeah. So we've got a kit made, and if you buy the kit that includes the pattern, your class will be free. And you can join us virtually via Zoom or in store for the one-day class. And if it doesn't work to attend live, we'll be recording as well.
We sure will be.
So you've got options there, but free class with purchase of kit or $75. And then you buy the pattern and all your own fabrics.
I think I'd totally just go for the kit.
Me too.
If I was a planner.
Right? Okay, and we have some new stuff scheduled for July as well, don't we? But we don't have samples for those things.
Nope.
We had a live audience member.
We sure did. I think we still have one.
Okay, happening in July, Kimberbell 2 Scoops Bench Pillow is running over 3 weeks. So if you want some embroidery experience, potentially learn how to cut applique fabric for embroidery on your scan and cut, we're doing all those things. And project management, because it's quite involved, and lots of times people get these and they get overwhelmed by the starting.
Well, and there's so many different cuts of fabric that are going to look so much the same.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the overwhelming comes from.
So we'll talk about how to manage a project like this as a group and keep you organized so that you get your bench pillow done in 3 weeks and you go home with a finished project on that end of that. 3rd week is my goal. So again, recording via Zoom or in store.
Yeah. And once you learn all of these, you can take on any
Bench
Kimberbell bench pillow.
Or Kimberbell quilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're much the same.
Yeah.
For planning.
So that's that class. And away at the end of the month, there's a whole bunch of new owners classes. So if you didn't get into a new owners class in the last couple of months and you've got some time in the summer, Burning Embroidery, Brother Embroidery, Serger new owners, we've got a double booking here that we'll have to fix because I can't teach both those things at once.
No, you can't.
So we'll have to check our notes. I think this is not on the 21st.
I think you're correct.
Okay. We're gonna do another tree skirt class. This was really fun. We did one last fall right before Christmas, but making a quilt as you go tree skirt and starting our Christmas sewing early, because that's, if I start in December, it's happening a year from now, for a Christmas a year from now.
But you made yours so quick.
Yeah, no, it was done, and then I made another one for a gift, and there's another one as a store sample. I made 3 tree skirts last year.
You definitely did. Yeah. You did a great job.
Yeah, they were really fun. And if you want to know how to add embroidery to something like this, we'll be talking about that as well. Because you could just make a plain tree skirt, you can make a piece tree skirt, or go all in and embroider.
You sure could.
Whatever your skill level is, we gotcha. We're also doing a quilt as you go placemat class.
We sure are.
So 1-day class to get you started on maybe your table linens for the rest of the summer. I'm going to make Christmas presents.
Yeah, why not right after you're doing your tree skirt, make some Christmas placemats.
So you're also ready for Christmas.
With your leftover fabric.
Yeah. Then your tree and your table could match.
They sure could.
And you could give that as a way for Christmas for everybody you know.
That would be an excellent his and hers.
Right?
Or his and his, or hers and hers.
Or gift. Family set.
Or a kid who's just left the nest.
Right? who's otherwise just going to eat sitting on the couch playing video games.
But if they have cute placemats, they might sit at their table, maybe.
And maybe they'll have friends over for Christmas dinner.
Pretty
if they've
sure.
moved far away.
Pretty sure my boyfriend would just take the placemat, put it on the counter, and eat there. But, you know.
That's just him.
We're working on it.
Yeah. And then that dolman sleeve top.
Yep.
I'm just going to click into this because you'll see what this top looks like on my kiddo. So that's a very happy little child who's not little. She's adult sized.
Yep.
But yeah, that's how that class is going to run. So those are some of the things we've got going on. We have just over a week left in our Bernina long arm sale. Ends June 11th. And there's also happening starting next week. Quilt Canada is happening in Halifax.
Ooh.
Which is giant Canadian quilt show, kind of a big deal. If you're kind of a competition quilter, they're like it's a juried show.
Juried show.
So you can enter your quilts and get
Cool.
prizes, ribbons. I don't know.
That sounds fun.
I've never entered a quilt that way, so that's okay.
Me neither.
Not my thing. But Bernina has got a couple quilting edition machines on promo for the next 10 days, 9 days essentially.
Awesome. Which ones are on sale?
The 475 Cave,
Yeah.
which is the cute little blue one.
The adorable one.
The 570 and the 770 all have Quilt Canada specials with them, and they're very quilting related. So some of them a couple of them have an extension table included.
Nice.
And the 770 includes the ruler foot and a set of long arm like quilting rulers.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So you could get started right away.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Which rulers are included with
It's
the
the essential
770?
set.
Oh, nice. So you get a really good selection of rulers.
Yeah, it's a really good set, and there's really great instructions for working through those together.
Awesome.
Like, as a unit.
And do you still get the BSR with that machine then?
Yep, because it's just standard with the machine.
Sure is.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic deal.
Mm-hmm. So that's some of what's going on around here. We've been busy getting more things scheduled for you guys. So
We sure have. Sorry, I'm playing with this serger stitch.
he's taking out all the serging I did today.
I'm
what's
undoing your
happening.
hard work. It's actually really kind of relaxing removing this.
Now that you know how.
Yeah, I like it.
Fabulous. Well, we'll let you guys go. Chelsea can just keep removing all the thread from all my stitch samples from class today.
Well, then we can resew it again.
It's true. We're set for next surgical. Perfect.
Pre-punctured fabric.
I'll just cut it smaller. You should take out the zipper I put in with the serger today.
Ooh,
That's what you should take out. So I
that
can
sounds
reuse
like
the
an
zipper.
excellent idea.
It's just a 3-thread.
Oh, how do I take out a 3-thread? Just this needle stitch here?
Needle thread first, yeah. So, while Chelsea takes that all apart, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great weekend.
It's a long stitch